Now we're back.
Yeah, we're back. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, so yes, you have 3 contacts within the nobility. I will give you information on them. They will give you some kind of you can tap them for help in certain scenarios, but you can only do so. You can only do so in certain you can only do so once for each contact that you have. Okay, and then you would have to carouse again to do so again.
Fair enough.
So yeah. In any event, you spend those 2 weeks performing these various tasks of casting Hallow, getting reconnaissance, training troops, getting Bliss acquainted with being a captain, and securing information, so on and so forth.
And keeping Lieutenant Commander Silver's head on a level.
He's
Both for being too overwhelmed and too self-gloating.
He only gloats in the presence of just the captains because he thinks it's funny, and he doesn't really know how to deal with it deal with the amount of responsibility that has been put on his shoulders, except through humor. But in front of the men, he is very much on task. He is dedicated to doing a good job. So he doesn't goof off when he is in front of the troops. He just goofs off when he's in front of people who he considers his peers.
Imagine Gaz is just holding a needle, just falling around and just ready to prick. Is that going to get too big?
Yes.
Silver will have found that random soldiers come at random times and hug him for no reason.
Time passes, and you are all very, very busy. You've been extremely busy with the daily activity of just managing the police force for the districts that you are in charge of. You are dealing with everything from the capture and investigation of petty thefts to breaking up bar fights. Not you specifically, but your men. You have people in place who have been doing this for years, and so putting trust in them is fine, but all of the this is a new aspect of the Legion that you have not had to deal with before. When you were out in the desert, you were just a military unit on a tour of duty then, and now you are a military unit and police force. You are occupying Grovair, essentially, and it
not yet. We have, because there's still no one else's yet that we have to be like, hey, come to heal now.
And actually, during the kind of turnover sort of thing, Gaz would probably do Zone of Truth in his office and just ask point blank, have any of you ever accepted a bribe? Anyone that answered yes, he would press for details and basically dismiss or keep, depending on what he heard.
Understood.
First question you ask, are you a changeling?
Well, no, because they aren't.
Lose? We lost somebody.
Ruby? Oh, no, it's
John.
an actual person.
John.
Yep. John dropped.
What? Yell upstairs.
He's 20 feet away from me.
Oh.
We're on the same floor.
Gotcha.
There we go. Although, wait a minute.
He's got to turn his camera back on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Give him a moment.
I am.
My Discord crashed.
There we go. Okay. We're good.
Yeah, sorry about that. My Discord crashed for some reason.
That's okay. Alright. I need this up. And I need to move us here.
Alright, good.
It is late. The middle of the night on Septon the 8th. after 2 weeks of gathering information and dealing with your newfound responsibilities, trying to get well established within the city, when suddenly all hell breaks loose in the Citadel. There is an explosion of sound, men shouting, and suddenly there is pounding on each of your doors by subordinates under your command.
Report.
One of the gun turrets just exploded with a fireball. They hit the gunpowder.
Did we have gunpowder up there yet or no?
I
Because
believe I thought that you had talked. You and I had talked about you purchasing or acquiring gunpowder over the 2-week downtime. Was that not going to happen yet?
Sparks?
Me and Sparks.
I did gunpowder, but I will not have put it up there. I will have left it down with
Okay.
the Dragonborn.
Understood.
Because
Understood.
it's the most secure
Understood.
place.
Well, they tell you that one of the towers has been fireballed, where the cannons are located, from inside the Citadel.
The attack
We're under attack
Right.
from within the Citadel.
from within the Citadel.
Right.
You may place yourselves where you think you would come out of your rooms on the Citadel map. This is like 2 a.m.
Oh, well, based off of how I just changed my character, I might be one of the first ones up and about.
Maybe. I don't know. Bliss is a night owl.
I took,
How quickly can I get into splint mail? I'm trying to think.
I'm going to set up the combat and change the music, and you can look
Yeah,
up how long it takes to get splint mail on.
I took aspect of the moon, so I'm now like, I trance instead of sleeping.
Understood. Let's change the music.
So which turret was attacked?
I
The
will
one
put
facing-
a fireball down on the board so that you can see.
10 minutes for heavy armor. I think it can be halved if someone else is helping me.
I imagine you would.
You have
You're the
Paige.
freaking
Yeah.
commander.
That's what Paige is there for. He is literally your page.
Okay, so I'd be out in 5 minutes. Which, probably. Shitty thing is, I'm not sure if Gaz would actually wait for that. Like, crisis situation. He would probably tell Agranac to go ahead and he'd be after. Or, actually, no, he'd go out as well. Crap. I've really got to figure out a way to sleep in heavy armor.
You can. It just gives you certain disadvantages in doing so.
Such as exhaustion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Well, but I think there is like an uncommon magic armor that ignores that.
No, I was just looking that up, John. You're thinking of an item from Pathfinder, which is the Armor of Comfort.
Hmm.
I don't think they have anything in 5th edition yet.
I mean, that can always be kind of homebrewed, then, can't you think? Don't you
Yeah,
think?
they have the opposite. They have the armor you can take off real fast, but not armor that goes on real fast. Because there's the common item where the armor falls off in an action.
Cannot I reverse engineer that so that the opposite happens?
I don't know. All right, let me just make sure I have this set up correctly. Okay. So, you come into the courtyard, and there are two things that you find. The first is this. That entire area is covered with plant growth.
Oh,
Yeah.
they learned from our.
Great, I hate it.
They learned from the experience in the desert. Then
And this turret has been hit with fireball.
Ooh, fancy.
These individuals are in a tight formation in the corner of the courtyard nearest to where the entrance to the lower levels is, and you can see that the majority of your of those who would be keeping watch on the parapets are not currently around. At least you don't see any men up on the parapets at the moment. There are some bodies that have fallen down into the courtyard itself of your men who have been guarding the parapets above. We will roll initiative. Let me actually put you all on the initiative chart, and then we can roll initiative. Legion troops will come to help if you call them to do so, as well as important NPCs that you may have. You would have Agranak. Is that not mistaken?
Yep.
Mark, I guess it would depend on whether you're using the optional rule from Xanathar's about sleeping in armor.
Which is?
No issue with light armor, medium or heavy. You only regain a quarter of your spent hit dice instead of half, and you don't remove levels of exhaustion.
Gotcha.
But you still get all the other benefits of a long rest.
The question is,
that rule is without that rule, you can sleep in armor. There's no adverse effects unless you use that optional rule.
Gotcha. The question is, would Gaz sleep in his armor inside the Citadel?
Probably not after those 2 weeks. Like you might have done for the first night or two, but yeah. I'm not going to metagame.
That's
so
fine.
From what you're saying is from now on he's going to sleep in his armor?
Probably, yeah. And I need to roll my initiative again for the advantage one.
Okay. Go ahead. And I need to add Agranak.
I'm not sure.
I'm just
I'm not sure how to.
Just roll initiative again, and I'll adjust it.
Oh yeah, I have to roll initiative. Sorry, I was looking that up. There we go.
I'm gonna remove that. I'm gonna add.
Okay, apparently the 5 is higher.
You are on the board. Okay.
Yeah, that 5 was higher. I managed to roll a 0.
Dang.
Oof.
All right.
What the hell?
Agranak's initiative.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's because... Yeah, I've got to do his through
roll like a
D&D
roll
Beyond.
0 there, Stu.
Hang on, I'm going on D&D Beyond because it doesn't have any of his modifiers on this one.
Ah. Okay. What's his modifier?
Oh, actually, just a second. Because the import tool is really nice.
Yes.
And what level is he?
Agranak?
Yeah.
I think we had him at 5th level, didn't we?
Yep.
I was gonna say, is he leveling like a follower or not?
He will, but he's 5th level for now because that's where we had statted him out initially. So
Gotcha.
yeah, because he was originally a villain NPC.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hey, Bun, welcome in. You're just about to watch as these guys things get rough for them. So there is a fireball that has struck one of the turrets on the Citadel. And you notice that there are a number of your guards who have been slain, and they are around the courtyard. Things are not going well. Do we need anybody else on the initiative tracker? I will put Silver on the initiative tracker. And if you guys want to control him, that's fine. What is Silver's bonus to initiative?
Okay, Agrenak got an 18.
I can pull him up quick.
Okay.
He's not leveled up yet, but...
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, for some reason that changed mine.
I will change yours.
He's a swashbuckler, right?
He is.
Okay,
Gaz, your original
it still
was
wouldn't
0.
change. He's a +8.
Gaz is a 0.
Well, no, mine was a 5.
Oh,
Because it's with advantage, so...
right.
Yeah, I can control him because you gave me access to his character 1 point.
Okay, so his initiative is what?
5.
Okay.
No, 8 +8. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
I was looking
Then
at
he
his
would
class
be
level at the time.
then he would be at 9. Is his initiative order? Okay, then we will begin the combat here. And I need to check something. Who has a perception above 14?
Me.
Okay. Then you see this hooded figure up on the parapet as well. Those of you who have a initiative above, or a perception above 14. That was his stealth roll. All right. It is going to move first, and we'll jump down here. And we'll... what is Agronak's passive perception?
His passive perception is 14.
Okay. Then he is not... This creature is not hidden, so it does not get advantage on its attacks.
Well, aside from that, let's see. Because that warning sword, I believe... Let's see.
It doesn't... It prevents being surprised, but that
Okay,
doesn't mean
yeah.
you would see someone who is hidden, right?
Gotcha.
So, yes. Okay, so he's going to make his... He's going to make a pair of short sword attacks on Agronak. 12 on the first one, 24 on the second.
Second one hits.
That's going to be an 8 damage, and I need a Constitution save from Agronak, which should be pretty good for him. 17. That is going to succeed. So he's going to take half the poison damage, which is half of it is going to be 10. He's going to take 10 poison damage.
Damn.
The thing is going to then use the rest of its movement. Actually, during its first turn, this character has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken its turn yet. Okay, so it does have advantage. So
that 24 was basically from the first attack.
yes. The second attack is a 13 though, so that's not going to hit. But
Whoa.
And any hit the creature scores against a surprise, he's not surprised. Okay. But while it has advantage on the target, it does deal sneak attack damage. So that's going to be 20 additional damage on Agronak.
In which case, let's see.
It's only an auto crit if they're surprised.
Well, no, what I was going to say
No, I was
is...
talking to the chat. I wasn't.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so he took 10 poison.
He's not surprised, dude. They have a weapon of warning. None of them are surprised. If you haven't gone, you don't have a reaction. Is that true?
Yep, that's... Okay, so yeah, I was about to say, because Gaz would have used his Channel Divinity, but yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I'm not sure because I know I've heard that before too. I just can't find it in the.
Yeah. The only thing it says is if you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn of combat, and you can't take a reaction until that turn ends. So
We aren't technically surprised.
you're not surprised. Yeah, and that's it. That's the only mention of that in the entire combat rules. When combat starts, every participant makes a dexterity check to determine their place in the initiative order. The GM ranks the combatants in order. Your turn. On your turn, you can move a distance and take one action.
In which case, Gaz is absolutely.
Yeah. The only other time it says reactions, certain special ability spells and situations allow you to take a special action called a reaction. A reaction is an instant response to a trigger of some kind, which can occur on your turn or on someone else's. The opportunity attack is the most common type of reaction. When you take a reaction, you can't take another one until the start of your next turn. If the reaction interrupts another creature's turn, that creature continues to turn. So no, the only time you don't get your reaction at the start of combat is if you are surprised.
Oh,
Yes.
the DC is now 16 for Channel Divinity.
Okay, so rebuke the violent. You can use your channel divinity to rebuke those who violence. Immediately after the attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against the creature other than you, can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. So, on a success, it takes half as much. So he dealt... the actual damage of the attack was
38.
It was 28. The 10 was from the poison, which is not a part of the damage from the attack. It's separate. So, he will make a wisdom save, which he fails. So he is going to take he is also going to take the 28 damage. He is then going to... Let's see. He jumped down there. He is going to take... I think he can only move 5 feet in the plant growth. So... he's just going to stay there next to Agranac.
Yeah, it cuts both ways.
It does cut both ways. It's fine. Where's my... There we go. It's Agranac's action right after his.
Yeah, I'm kind of deliberating because I could also have Gaz swap his action with... Actually, I think I'm going to do that. I'll swap Agranac's turn with Sparks. And Sparks, how did you only roll a 3?
I don't know, but it's a good thing that it's just in the natural one just went this way and not the other way. So
True.
Okay. I leveled Silver up while you were moving stuff, Mark.
So yeah, it's Sparks' turn. Just need to... Yeah.
Okay.
my turn now?
Well, I completely forgot about the commander's ability.
Oh, so who did you switch?
Sparks and Agranac.
You're switching Sparks and Agranac. So Agranac is going to go on 3. Sparks is going to go on 18.
Sparks is next.
Exactly.
Yes.
Sparks is going to be like, okay. One thing that you guys will notice now that Sparks came into the visible realm, she has her raven by her side, but she also has a tiny golden dragon. So she is going to see. She's going to send let me check. Okay. She's going to send a chromatic orb to here, to the center where all of them are around. As a second level spell. With. Let's see. Oh. Mm-hmm. 25 to hit.
I should hope so.
I'm sorry, I'm doing parenting.
That's okay.
Tricks.
Okay, so you're casting Chromatic Orb, and you're casting Chromatic Orb at which one?
The center of them here.
Into the center of them.
Yeah.
Okay. It targets one person, right?
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm going to target the one that is more protected. So.
The one that's most protected, the one right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. 25 is going to. 25 is going to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right.
And then
you see a shimmering blue like ward that your Chromatic Orb smashes into that and depletes some of it, but doesn't actually hit the person you targeted.
Oh well. She then is going to move over here and hide.
Hey, Mark, question for you quick. I was pulling up the information from the Phoenix Legion of Grove Air document.
Mm-hmm.
Do the commander and the lieutenant commander both get this swap?
No, I switched it. I switched I switched how they work. That's why I posted them in your notes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll have to double check it then. I'll check the notes section.
All right. That's fine. Okay, Sparks. That is your action. You cannot move that far because you are the entire area is under plant growth.
Oh, yeah, the bonus
true.
action is hide, yeah.
Yeah. So.
So
Get behind Urok.
with plant growth, just so you are all aware, I will read it.
Funny enough, this is
A
exactly
100-foot
how we
radius
started.
centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through this area must spend 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot it moves. So you have to divide your movement speed by 4.
Okay. So
if you have 35 feet
35.
of movement, you can hide in the plants, but that would be moving 5 feet would be 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
So you can move. That's 20, and then that would leave you with 15. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, you can move 5 on one turn, and then you can move. You're essentially moving 1.5 squares, right? So.
Fair enough. Then I will hide in the plants.
Understood.
Sure.
This guy is going to use his. He has a crossbow, and he is going to use his crossbow to make an attack on all of you. Let's see, who looks the least armored? Gaz, you're on top of your mount, correct? Okay.
Yep. So as I saw the plant growth, it's like, oh, yeah, this tactic.
Let's see. This one's going to shoot at Bliss. $13 to hit. It's not going to do much.
Miss. Haha.
Okay. All right. creature.
I call down the flames of Warad upon my foes.
All right. Flame strike.
And
Counterspell.
on a pet.
Do they cast it at 5th level?
Let's see. Are they going to cast it at 5th level? No,
Otherwise, they gotta make the roll.
they'll make the Arcana check.
It's not an Arcana check.
What is it?
It's a straight.
Is it spellcasting ability?
It's
Hang on, I've
spellcasting
got it.
ability plus proficiency, I think.
Okay, let me cast the spell first.
There we
It's straight in.
Counterspell.
It's straight in. I was confusing it with the Abjurer, who get a bonus.
Yeah,
Straight
so
in.
it's a hit check on a DC 15.
Yep, DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so yep.
Oh yeah, I guess they would do that. That's crazy. Sorry, I was just reading. I was just reading in the chat, and I guess bards would add their half proficiency to that because it's just an ability check.
It's an ability check, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Then it would be intelligence.
Just intelligence.
Yeah, an intelligence check.
Yeah.
Should be interesting to see how it goes.
Oh, he's in a 10th level Abjurer, so then
Yeah. Oh, right. You're looking in the chat. I was talking to Kim. Oh, it would say it in his stat block. No, it just says he's a spellcaster. So
oh yeah, he doesn't get the class features.
he does not get the class features. It would say it. Okay, so he does get some of the class features, but not all of them. Which means he's just making a straight inch check. 18.
He makes it.
Yeah. So spell doesn't go off.
And his arcane ward refills. Okay, well, this is a concentration spell, right? No, it's not. So he's not doing that. He's going to cast... this. Right. Here, he casts Spike Growth. So, the ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point. Within range, twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain, which means that those two things stack, so you can literally barely move. When a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. It is camouflaged to look like natural terrain, so it just blends in with the plants. So yeah. Yeah, if you don't have... That's right, because difficult terrain means that it takes 10 feet of movement to move every 5, and plant growth makes it so that it costs 4 feet of movement to move every foot of movement. So, yeah, that whole area in blue is basically immobilized. This one's gonna take another pot shot in your direction. Let's shoot at Silver this time. 13 is not going to hit him.
Nope. It's a
Tricks.
16.
Yep, it's your action. It's yes, it's 8 feet per... For every foot that you would move, it costs 8 feet of movement.
It's a little bigger, but you know what I mean. I'm going to cast.
Ooh, what are you casting?
Sorry, I had to find all my spell list.
Oh,
Yeah.
good spell.
Nice.
All right, so they have to all make intelligence saves.
Yep.
God damn, 8d6.
Yep.
It's Mind Blast with extra steps.
All right. I'm just gonna roll.
I think we found out the other day there's a thing in Foundry where you can roll everyone's saves.
I can, but you have to cast the spell through Foundry for me to do it.
Oh. Ooh.
So I'm just gonna roll 7d20 and count them in order from top to bottom, left to right. So this one is this one fails. So Synaptic Static, can you... Oh, the spell, I just have to drop it down. The target takes psychic damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. If failed, the target has muddled thoughts for a minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. The target can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect. Okay. So this one is under the effect of Synaptic Static. This one is also under the effect of it. This is also under the effect.
Okay, so that one has to make a spell save and minus 1d6 from it.
From the damage, yes. This one is a... hold on. I gotta pull up a sheet. Int save is going to be an 18, so that's fine. This one is an 18 as well, so he's fine. This one failed. And this one rolled a 15, so he's going to fail as well. Alright, so the ones that fail all take the full damage. And these two take half.
Whoever casts the spike growth, if they're in there, it's a DC 24 con check to keep it.
Okay.
If they took the full damage, if not, it's only...
They did. They're going to have to make the con save, so it's a DC what con save?
24.
Damn.
It's 10 plus half the damage, I thought.
No, it's half the damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Oh,
so
I always...
So
it's 14.
It's 14. It's
Is
a
it rounded up
14,
or
but
down?
he gets a minus a d6.
It's usually rounded down.
Yeah.
So he is going to fail, so that is going to drop the spike growth.
Nice. Spikes go up, spikes go down.
They do.
Alright, I'll get rid of my Synaptic Static. And then my turn's not done. I can't get rid of it. Delete. There we go. Didn't click the first time. Where's my buddy? He is in characters. Doop.
Ah, yes.
Because that's a spot within 60 feet.
Okay. 27 to hit which one?
The caster.
There are two casters.
Oh, the Black Talon is a caster too.
There's yes, there's
Based off
one
the
that
names, the
there's one that
Viridian-
counterspelled. The one in the middle counterspelled, and the one to the left of him is the one who casts the spike growth.
Okay, I definitely want to get rid of the counter speller. So 11. Why 11?
11 cold damage. It's a D8
It
plus
added-
4.
1d8 plus 4.
No, it's only supposed. I think it's only supposed to deal my.
Yeah. At 10th level, it reaches 2d8, so it should only be 1d8.
Just
so
7.
It's
Yeah,
just
just 7.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know why it's adding. I'll fix that here.
Can you attack the tentacle?
Nope.
Okay.
But they might not know that.
There we go. I fixed it. I just subtracted 4 from the damage. I don't know
That's
why
fine.
it's adding it.
Okay.
And that is my turn because I don't really need to move. Oh, and that one's speed is reduced by 10. I don't know how much running it planned to do.
Fair. It's Silver's action.
Okay, Silver. I wasn't even paying attention when I built this, so I want you to know that this wasn't metagaming.
Misty Step. Where's he going?
Well, he's going to get swarmed if he goes over there. But he also has to get over there. So this just reduces it to, it costs 10 feet of movement per square, right?
It costs 4 feet. No, with plank rope, it's 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot.
Okay, 4 feet of movement for every 1 foot. So,
Yes.
okay, so
If you move 30 feet around, then you can move 5 feet. If you move 60 feet around, then you can move 10 feet.
okay, great. Then he's going to move here. Boop.
Okay.
And then he can still cast a cantrip.
He can.
So he's going to Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
And stab this guy in the back.
That's the plan.
Well, he's taking a pretty good amount of damage already.
What's your attack attack? Is a 25 to hit. That will hit.
So that's 35 damage.
Okay.
That's almost 70 damage in just 2 attacks.
Jesus.
Or 60 damage.
He
I
does
forgot
not-
that it was
He
28.
does not look great.
I gave him 2 levels in Warlock so he could get a feat.
Understood.
And then that feat was to get the invocation that he got Pact Weapon. Because I put him Pact to the Blade, it made the most sense. Oh yeah, I guess he also had that. Oh! I still had to do that, but I also forgot about his magic item, Mark.
What does his magic item do?
The Ring of Free Action, so none of this is affecting his movement, but it was still 35 feet, so he would have had to Misty Step to get there.
What does Ring of Free Action say?
While you wear this, difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement.
This
In
is not
addition-
difficult terrain. This
It's
is
not,
plant
okay.
growth. Yeah.
But
Yep.
magic can neither reduce your speed nor cause you to be paralyzed or restrained. But still, okay, so
Yeah,
this
it's still not reducing his speed or paralyzing him.
It's just
so-
more difficult to move through. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, you're like pushing through thick plants.
Mhm.
The Iron Console here is going to command Chris and Vold to make an attack. And Agronak has not acted yet, has he?
Nope.
Great. He's going to attack Agronak because he automatically gets advantage on the attack because of that.
Yep.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of... wow, that is some shitty sneak attack damage. That's going to be 17 damage.
No poison?
He has to make a con save. But it's 17 piercing first. 15 is going to just succeed, so he'll take half, which is 12 poison.
God damn.
And then
He also hasn't raged, of course.
Yeah. So that's the Iron Console's action. Oh, shoot. I have to check something on this guy, actually. The Synaptic Static was an intelligence save, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, he still fails. still fails as well. Okay, that's fine. Synaptic Static makes it so that when they make an attack, they have to roll a d6 and subtract it, right? So, all right. At the end of his turn, he's going to make his save again.
Okay, yeah, they get to do that.
Which is a 12, so that's not going to succeed.
Yeah.
The next Iron Console is also going to command the Grisenvold to attack Agranak, which he will do. That is...
Just real quick, because
yes?
hate to metagame, but each ally can immediately use its reaction to make
Yeah,
one melee
he hasn't
attack.
gone again, so he hasn't gotten his reaction
The
back.
Iron Console makes one attack. Oh, yes. Voice of Command. It can use its reaction. You're right. He can't. He has not... You're right. He can't use his reaction again.
Spell
I'm
that
sorry.
Agranak.
Yep. You are good. So the Iron Console is going to...
Well, it does have archers that have reactions that they can take.
It can
Yeah,
only
they
command
are
to
just-
take a melee attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So they are going to move. Each one of them is just going to move 5 feet. And then it's going to make its intelligence check at the end of its turn, or intelligence save, and it's going to fail again.
Now, are they taking the 1d6 on those attempted saves or no?
no, it doesn't affect
Okay.
saves. It's only ability checks and attack rolls. It's not quite as good as Blessed, but it also affects it more than Blessed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bane. As far as I'm aware, it also doesn't require concentration. So I could shock him again.
This dude is going to make a crossbow attack against you, Trix.
Why?
11 is
Why?
not going to hit.
Oh. Why would he do such a thing?
I don't know. Caster's
Can't
turn.
imagine.
Let's do this. Which one of these do I want to do? Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. Let's just do this. We're going to do a... Let's fireball.
Oh no, we couldn't possibly. We just ate. We're full.
Hey, why'd you take my token away?
What token?
There we go. Let's fireball right here.
Naturally.
Saving throws, everybody. Dex saves.
Maybe we shouldn't? Question mark? Gas?
Well, actually, if anyone's in, let's see, 10 feet of me, I believe, right?
Oh, I thought you meant your new spell.
Oh, actually, yeah. Come to think of it. Oh, no, I have not gone yet. I already used my reaction for the channel divinity.
You did. Yes, you did.
Dang.
So I need Dex saves from everyone, please.
Okay.
Just keep this in mind. So that is Agranak and me. Crap. Everyone else is 15.
Hold on.
Oh, that was without that. So
There's silver
Okay.
and
Or actually, wait a minute. Just a second, because I might have...
Make sure you make the roll for your mount as well.
And it is use your reaction. I was right on that.
Counterspell is a reaction, yes.
Yep.
So Sparks is outside of the 10 feet of you.
Right. Agranak is within the 10 feet, and I clicked the wrong thing before.
Yeah, Agranak and your mount and Urag are the only ones within 10 feet of you.
The question is the rogue going to be able to survive his own spell?
Yes. The rogue has a high dexterity save and evasion, so it takes no damage from the spell.
I'm just trying to figure out, like...
What are you looking for?
Oh, here we go. And that's without any modifiers, but yeah, that wouldn't work. Yeah, that'd still be... Let's see.
So you can have either Agranak or Urag.
No, go. Because that'd be a reaction from what I posted before.
Understood.
So I can't do that as well.
Okay.
So that's a 9 for Urag, that's a 20 for Agranak,
All right.
and mine will be accurate, I believe.
Okay. Let me roll the damage. It is going to be 40 fire damage because he upcast it. So anybody who rolled lower than a 16 is taking 40 damage. 40 fire.
Urag is down. And Agranak is down.
Ooh.
Yeah, because Agranak succeeds, but still takes 20 fire damage.
Yep.
And just to check, Mark, Uncanny Dodge can't be applied here because this was a save and not an attack.
Correct.
It says when an
But
attacker
if you
hits
have
with an
evasion,
attack.
it
Nope,
works.
I had the choice of leveling up to either get more Warlock stuff or get evasion, and I chose Warlock stuff.
Okay. So, yeah. So Silver succeeds. So he'll take 20 damage. And he is also a tiefling, so he'll take 10.
Oh yeah, well, for some reason he had temp HP, and there was no way that John gave us Inspiring Leader, so
That's
it ended
true.
up working out.
Okay. So Silver took 10.
Somehow he had 10 HP. So.
Sparks, you take the full 40.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in 8 right now, so.
And Trix, you took the full 40. Okay.
I did. Yep.
All right. Bliss, it's your action.
Sweet. So the caster that just did Fireball, I'm gonna do Unsettling Words. So his next saving throw, it's gonna be a minus D8. So I'm
Okay.
gonna roll that,
Okay, so
So it's
minus
gonna be
5 on
5.
his next save.
and then I'm gonna do Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay, he's going to counterspell your hypnotic pattern.
I figured.
How can he counterspell multiple times in a single
Reaction.
round?
He hasn't, John. Once his turn came, he got his reaction back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now he
just
doesn't have it
fireballed.
again until...
He just
doesn't-
fireballed, so he now gets counterspell back.
Yep.
Yeah.
But now he's out of counterspells, but he's not going to let his whole team get knocked up by hypnotic
Oh
pattern.
yeah, is Urag his summoned mount?
It is.
Yep. Summon mount.
So he
So then he
disappears.
disappears.
Urag disappears.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
Okay,
poofs.
I need to make an intelligence save for this guy from earlier, for
Oh yeah.
the end of his
He's
round.
trying to get over his brain zaps.
Okay, 14 does not get him over his brain zaps, does he?
Nope,
So.
it's 17.
Understood. Okay, Bliss. You used your bonus action to unsettling words, right? Okay.
Okay.
Eventually, I can do spells.
You were on your mount, right?
Yep. So
So
I
when
kind of
Urag
land on the
disappears, you land on the ground, correct? So
Yep.
I think you'd be prone, Gaz.
You would,
Okay.
but it's his turn and he can stand up because
Yes.
that's not moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it
he
is your
used
turn.
half his movement and he can't move anyway because of the plant growth.
Yes, that is true.
I kind of wasn't planning on it anyway because
It might have been a deck save for you to not fall. I just haven't looked up
Yeah.
the rules. I have the rules lawyers in chat yelling at me. Not that I mind. Sometimes I need it because I don't remember all the rules. Adam, you should know that firsthand, because when we played in person, I would regularly ask him to check things for me.
Yeah, because I had a little... basically, we could fill in each other's gaps, but there was stuff that both of us didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so stand up.
Like,
And...
together, we had one person who kind of knew the rules pretty well.
Let's
That's
see.
fine. It doesn't matter because you're right. He falls prone and then he just gets up on his turn.
Yeah, but he didn't have his reaction, so he fell. He would have been knocked prone
Yes.
because he just got his reaction back.
Yep.
Okay. So, got a couple spells I'm thinking of here. One, bonus... no, never mind.
You can use a
Casting
bonus
or-
action to cause creatures in the aura, including you, to regain 2d6 hit points.
One creature. So that's the action.
One creature.
Bonus
yes.
action, heal Urag.
Well, Urag disappeared. They're not.
Or
there.
not Urag,
Agranak. Understood.
Yep.
He is prone, but he is
Wait,
awake.
what the hell? Dice roll formula did not produce a... What?
What, if you clicked on it?
Yeah, dice roll evaluation failed.
It worked for me. It's silver. It's weird.
Oh, because I was clicking healing. There we go.
Okay.
So he didn't get much back. But he's got 5.
Okay, he's got 5 hit points. All right, so that was your action and bonus action.
Yep.
Okay. Agranak is prone. I'm assuming he will stand up.
Yep. And take a heal rage as bonus action.
Okay,
And swing away.
go for it.
Because he's getting sick of that guy's poison.
Bullshit. Just checking this guy's bullshit.
Are you kidding me? Can I use my inspiration point for him?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Well,
awesome.
does he have multiple attacks too?
Oh, yeah, good point. He's got 2 attacks.
And reckless. You might want to make it.
Oh yeah,
Not
he
like
has
that.
reckless attack. He could just give himself advantage.
Actually, yeah, he'll do that then.
All right, that hits for 6 damage.
Still up.
Still up.
Alright, swinging away again.
That is a miss.
Wow.
Yep.
Dude, you need to do something to reset your dice rolls, dude.
I don't think you can reset him in Foundry.
He is going to.
You can't get those placebo
What?
effects.
Well, the shitty thing is, this isn't Foundry. This is Beyond that I'm rolling him through.
Yeah. He is going to attack right back. $21 to hit.
That hits.
6 damage.
He's down again.
Okay. And I'm not even going to have him roll against the poison, but he will then turn around and attack Silver. 21 to hit.
He hits.
I need a con save from Silver.
How much
He's
health
real-
does this guy have?
He's real good at these.
Oh,
He says
wait a minute.
sarcastic.
Just a second. I forgot about that before. So he took another 6 damage.
Okay. He's still standing.
Okay.
Silver succeeds on his con save, so he's going to take 12 poison damage.
Okay, he's going to use his thing and to make that 6. Because that was an attack.
Can you
It's from poison.
Can you reduce the damage that you are... does Uncanny Dodge reduce the damage from the attack or the damage from the con save against the poison?
He's reducing it from the attack.
Okay. The attack was... he took 8 points of piercing damage from the attack.
Okay.
Wait. It's not... He doesn't have advantage, Pat.
Yeah, because Silver is not...
Oh, he would have had advantage against Agranak. But yeah, but
'Cause
Agronak
Agronak
is down anyway. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, no, Agronak would have stood up.
Yeah, but
With his
Agronak
action.
reckless attacked.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was from Pro.
So, again, my question is, I need to figure out uncanny dodge and how that works, real quick. Because if it works that way, that's fine. If it reduces all
It
the
says
damage.
when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the damage against you. I don't know if that includes poison. I would assume not, but I'm not sure.
Right. That's the way I'm leaning.
Now, if it said if it was 1d8 piercing plus 1d4 cold, all is 1, I would assume that would be fully halved, but an additional thing, no. Yeah, it looks like chat generally agrees, Mark. So
Yeah, you have the damage as attack. Yeah, I think chat agrees with us. The poison isn't from the attack; it's from the poison, right? It's so yeah. You would have the 8 to 4, and then you would take the 12 damage. So it would be 16 total.
Oh, it was 12 even with the save successful?
It was 24 before the save.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case.
Yeah.
Like I said, if it was one of those things where it was
Fair.
This attack does 1d4 piercing plus 1d4 fire,
then it would reduce
get
both of those in half. Yes, then it would reduce both of those by half. Yep, absolutely. He is so Agronak is back to being downed, and he is going to move 5 feet this way, because that's all his movement. Sparks?
Sparks is going to use. Let me check. She's going to use her crossbow against the guy that is trying to hit Silver.
Okay. That is a
nice.
critical hit. There's nothing I can do about that. He is going down.
Thank God. Seriously, how much damage did he do to Agronak in that one round?
A lot.
Actually, yeah, he did 73 damage at minimum.
After realizing what happened, Silver gives you a thumbs up.
He would have he would have done because he would have had technically I think Agronak should be dead, only because Agronak would have taken the poison damage, and because he would have had advantage, he would have also taken sneak attack damage. Well,
let's see, he started at 5. He took 6 damage off the get-go, right?
Took 6 damage, yes, and then he would have roll his con save, because you still get your con save even if you're unconscious.
And that's with the bonus anyway.
Yes. So he would have taken another 18 from being snuck attack and 17 of poison damage, which would have been an additional 35 damage on top of.
Would have put him at negative 36 out of 73 health.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have killed him though, because there's no rule for that. He would have just been more at 0.
At 0.
But if the poison would have stuck, and it was a permanent thing, it would have ticked on him and just killed.
Yeah. Death saves.
Yeah.
Sparks is going to move.
It never got to his turn, I don't think, to take the damage, because usually poison's at the start.
No, the poison is just when the hit is done.
Oh, when it goes in.
Yeah,
which is probably why it's so high.
The Bowie, the poison would not cause 2 failed saves because it wouldn't count as a critical hit because it's part of the initial attack. It would have been it's procced by a save, it would have been it's additional damage on top of the attack, so it might have been a failed death save for Gaz. For Agranak, I think, is what it would count as.
Or calf or.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't he fall to 0 and get up at 1 hit point?
No, that's me for Red Lantern.
Oh, you're a
That's
half orc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Full
so
orcs don't have
Sparks, you did that, and then what are you doing with your bonus action?
Oh, I stealth, but I have a 12, but I'm going to use my inspiration because she doesn't like these bad guys.
Okay, where are you moving to?
I was here.
Oh, you just moved 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah, I just moved 5 feet and glance.
Yep. Nice.
Okay. This dude was not affected by the synaptic snap. He is going to take a 5-foot step this way and then make a crossbow attack at Trix. That is a crit. So Trix, you will take 18 damage from the crit.
That's piddling compared to the rest of them.
I know. And you said that synaptic static isn't a...
There's no con.
There's no con? Okay. So,
Nope.
And he's going to use his bonus action to dash. So...
Are they affected by the plant growth?
Yes.
Another 5 feet.
Yeah, so that's why he's only moving 10
Oh,
feet
gotcha.
with dashing. Yeah, he moves there. Actually, I think he can move... Let's see. He would move 60 feet divided by 4. So
15.
15. So he can move there by dashing. He's quite dashing. Preacher?
After tonight, the claws of Thunder Mob will be gone forever from Grover and dispel magic on the plant growth.
Why though?
Can you dispel the plant
Yeah,
growth?
because I think it's only a target, and I think the plant growth is just...
No. Choose any one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Thing is, it's not an ongoing magical effect. It's literally just plants grow.
Yeah,
It's
I need to look at plant growth.
Because I
spell
remember that coming
channels-
up in... I remember that coming up in the second session when Star did it as commander.
She did.
And it was literally like nothing could dispel it. It was just literally the plants grew.
You enrich the
supernaturally.
land. All plants in a half-mile radius... No, I'm sorry. If you cast this spell using one action, choose a point within range. All normal plants in a 100-foot radius centered on that point become thick and overgrown. A creature moving through the area must spend...
Can I ask a weird question?
Oh, it can be dispelled. It has a duration. It can be dispelled. So yes.
Are there plants in the courtyard?
Yeah.
Well, it's just like all the weeds coming up through the cracks, basically.
Yes. Yeah. There are plants in the courtyard. You can see them.
Okay.
Yeah. But he does. He dispels it. He dispels the plant growth. I'll allow it.
And creature will move over here.
Wait,
yeah, sure,
does it
that's
have a
all that you-
duration?
Actually, no, it does not have a duration. Because the 8 hours is just the casting time.
It's one action. It's instantaneous.
Yeah, if you cast the spell using one action, choose
Hold
a
on.
point.
I need to look this up. God damn it.
Yeah, I think it's literally just you cause the plants to grow, and it's not a magical effect that's keeping them sustained on the growth. It's just basically Jack and the Giant Beanstalk. Dispelling magic on the beanstalk wouldn't work because the stalk itself is not magical. What made it is magical, but
Oh no, he can't do that. He'll just have to heal us, please.
With what? Nothing I have
Yeah,
to
it's
reach
too-
over there.
yeah. I've got my aura going, and I can, yeah.
Because Silver and I both have 20 hit points left.
Plant growth is altering all of those plants to make them grow big and dense in an instant, and then the spell is over, and the plants are still huge.
Yep.
So, any spell that has a duration will always say how long it lasts. This one is instantaneous. It's permanent. So, another example of such a spell is Stone Shape. It alters a hunk of stone into a different form. Once this is done, the spell has ended, but the stone is still in a different form. This is both a boon and a detriment to the plant growth spell. It's a boon because you are creating extremely difficult terrain that cannot be undone by breaking your concentration and can't be torn down with a Dispel magic. On the other hand, it's a detriment because now you're going to have to either wade through all that hyper-dense foliage or hack your way through it to clear a path.
Actually, it just occurred to me. Would the fireball have cleared a lot of the plant growth from around us?
I need to look at Fireball.
It sets stuff that's flammable, ignites things that are flammable.
That could be really, really bad. Although, depending on how green the plant life is. That might be getting too much into the minutia. See, even in battle we talk.
Yes. Yeah, so the plants would be on fire, but then you're standing in an inferno. So
Yeah.
you should be taking fire damage every round.
Yeah.
I should have left
I'd
the
be fine.
template.
Well, I'd be fine with a ruling saying, like, it's green enough that it's not going to catch fire. It'll
Sure.
be singed.
But it's singed and...
More
Yeah.
brittle and, yeah. Basically, another fireball would probably set it alight.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me go back to this. All right, Preacher. So, you're casting Dispel. That's what you're doing. Where were you? You were here, right?
Yeah.
So
So
Dispel wouldn't work, so...
Do we make an intelligence roll to see if Preacher would know that?
Yeah. I will let you make an Arcana roll to see if you would know that.
Nope.
You have inspiration, I think.
I do, but do I really want to wait?
Yes! We're not doing well.
You know what? I will say this: the area that the fireball hit, is now difficult terrain instead of quarter terrain. Okay, because now it's all burned.
Yeah, like kind of cleared out the underbrush, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
So I'm going to
inspiration.
re-put the template down so we know where that is.
Never mind, you're terrible at these.
Yeah. I just wanted.
I placed it right
You did
here
right there.
before. So
Yep.
that area is difficult terrain. It's just brittle, like it's burned. It's burned plants.
Question: because I move, can I still hide there, or should I move one more?
Move one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to make that not on fire anymore, but I don't think I can. It's just going to sit there looking like a big ball of fire.
Goodness gracious.
It's really
We got
pretty.
two of them, too.
Yeah.
I completely forgot to have Gaz call out the alarm and try and get troops up above from below. Talking's a free action, right?
What's that?
Gaz forgot on his turn to call for, sound the alarm sort of thing to get everyone up from below.
Sure, they'll come up, but as soon as they hit the courtyard, they are also going to be moving through plant growth.
Well, where is the entrance to the downstairs? Here in the center?
I think it's inside. No, there's one inside the walls of the Citadel to go down. So they would be inside as soon as they came out. I think
But it'd also be right next to them.
it would also be
would be
right
handy.
next to them. Yes.
So, question mark. Oh, sorry. Sorry for that.
Exclamation point.
Thank you.
Would an intelligence check of 10 be like, no, that won't work, or do I still cast it and nothing happens?
I think an intelligence check of 10 would give you... I'm not going to make you waste a spell because you rolled a 10. A 10 is an average roll. That's fine.
Okay. In that case, Preacher will take a double movement as his action.
Okay. So you can move
So-
15 total feet.
Yeah. So, move to here. And from there,
Well, up to here, actually.
No, he started his turn here.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And then from there, he can do this.
What's this?
And
Mass healing word as a bonus action. Okay, where are you
Yes.
planting it?
it's 60 feet. It's a 60-foot radius centered on me. Anyone
Oh,
within
it's
60
60
feet of me.
foot within 60 feet of you.
Yeah.
Up
so
to 6
that,
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see.
so that's it's Sober, Agronak, Gaz, Trix, Sparks.
It's everyone. It's your whole crew.
Yep.
All right, so and it's what 11 points of healing.
Yep.
All right, so Agronak is once again awake, and everybody else heals 11 points.
That helps immensely.
Question is, do those barrels give me cover at all from ranged attacks?
If you duck behind them, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right. Okay, what do I want to do with this guy? He's gonna move here. And he's gonna cast.
No.
He opens up a vial and drops some insects on the ground and casts
Ew.
giant insect.
I hate it.
The rest of those insects, fuck them. But that one, huge.
I need to grab these.
I like how chat immediately just all went, not the bees!
I would rather bees. If it's bees, that's fine. I just don't want spiders. I hate spiders.
But spiders love you. That's why you swallow some every year.
I hate that.
That is a
even more.
myth.
I know. I'm fully aware.
Oh god, the thing is ugly too.
Is that the icon for a rust monster?
Nope, that's a giant spider.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, Bliss is visibly disgusted by it. Oh, there's more. Okay.
Oh, I haven't seen these since the archives. Well, actually, Gaz has never seen these.
Not a fan.
Let me cast this real quick. It's within 30 feet, so they're gonna appear here, and this one will appear here and here. Yeah, that's where they'll go. They act on his initiative order.
Do they act on the same turn they're summoned?
Do they act on the same turn? Each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat they act on your turn each round. The DM has the statistics. A creature remains in its current size. Yeah. They act on your turn, so I would say they... I think so. It doesn't say they don't, and it doesn't say they do. But most of the newer spells say that the things that you summon that act on your turn go immediately after you do. So
Fair enough.
So yeah. This one is going to attack. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to attack Bliss. It's going to bite her.
You make the friend.
$12 is not going to hit.
You guys have been getting lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alright. Get away, you gross ass spider.
This dude is going to mount this giant spider as his movement. And then make a bow attack against, let's say Silver.
Does he have the brain fuzzies, or is he good?
He does have the brain fuzzies.
So minus 1d6.
Yep, I'm rolling it now. So that's a 13.
Does not hit.
Correct. And then he gets to make his save, which fails.
It's almost like everything jumps in.
Tricks?
This could end up giving me the big sad, but I'm going to go for it. So, lightning bolt.
Did he counterspell already?
He did it last round. He
He did against the crow.
Did he?
Yep.
He
No,
did. He
his turn
counterspelled
is
Bliss.
hypnotic.
He counterspelled Bliss's hypnotic pattern. So yes, he already
Yep.
counterspelled. So this goes off.
Plus, he thought he was out of him.
33 lightning damage.
And their
or a
dex
DC
saves?
17 for half.
Okay, and it's
And it's
going to
going to
hit.
hit 2 of the
Two of the
Giant
spiders. Okay.
Both the casters.
18 for the first spider. So it's
Okay,
going to
so
take
it
half.
takes.
I can automatically do the half, so don't worry about
Oh,
it.
dope. Cool.
The other spider fails. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. These three, right? They get hit? Does the caster get hit?
I mean, the line that I drew, since it's a 5-foot line, has it going through more of the caster than it does the archer.
Yes, that's also true. Okay. I'm going to say it's going to hit these three here. Is that fair?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So this guy is... So I'm just going to... I'll make the saves.
Okay, you already figured it out, so I'm going to delete it. So it's not... So there's not more effects on the board.
Success. And then he is... Fail. So... and then he's going to take...
That was actually a pretty good roll. Well, I mean, I had as many ones as I had sixes, but so I guess it was a pretty average roll.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty much dead average.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been a little more average because it's out of 60, but
Yeah, true.
He failed as well, so he's going to take... Alright, there we go.
okay. And then actions.
Oh, the main caster guy failed, right?
One of the casters succeeded. I don't know which one was which, though.
Because the one should still have a -5 on his roll.
Oh yeah, he's still muddled.
He failed.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Does a 24 hit? To hit the caster?
To hit the caster, that he will... Yes, that will hit.
Another 7.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to move... Oh, I did another line rather than moving myself. I had to move there. I'm going to move there because I have 5 feet of movement.
So now it's Silver's turn.
It is.
Going to step on top of that guy.
Dance on his corpse a little bit.
Actually, no, I'm going to have him move this way. And he's going to dash with his bonus action. So now he's here.
Okay.
Well, that would be 60. So does he get to move another square?
He gets to move a total of 15 feet. Yep.
Whoa, look at him. Look at him go.
Yeah, it's super fast. Is he
he
on
is-
top of the barrels?
The barrels have plant growth.
The plant growth is in up around the barrels.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can have him move like here.
That's fine.
It's less on the barrels.
That's fine.
But he is going to cast this spell centered on himself. Is there a way to... I don't know if there's a way to do that, to put the aura on him.
Yes. Or I'll just put it down right where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's how far?
15 feet.
15-foot radius?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
And he has Devil's Sight, so he's not affected.
Right. That's what I assumed.
I believe that also means if it's a 15-foot radius, that unless they get 20 feet in the air, they can't see Gaz or Agronak anymore.
They can't shoot through it.
They can't shoot through it. Right.
I mean, they could, but I think we consider disadvantage and total cover.
Basically.
So that's his turn.
Okay. The Iron Console is going to command the spider to attack again.
What a jerk.
13 to hit again. Wow. I can't roll above a 10 on a d20 today. And then it's going to get its saving throw again. 21. He is no longer befuddled. And actually, I think he's going to move to 5 feet this way. Which one is this? Oh, it's this one in the middle here. This guy's going to move 5, use his bonus action to move an additional 5. And then I think he's just going to take the dodge action for now. The spellcaster is just going to dump another fireball.
Can I counterspell it or no?
Yeah, you haven't used your reaction now.
Problem is,
I mean, he's upcasting it, so...
No, take a look, though. You know what's in between?
The
You
darkness.
can't see.
You can't see him.
Right.
Put counterspell up. Yeah, you can't see him. I think you have to be able to see it.
Actually, see a creature within 60 feet.
See a creature within 60 feet. Yep. Okay, so he's going to
Crap.
cast Fireball. He's going to upcast it. Let's do...
But hold on. That goes two ways.
Well,
I
no,
know.
he's not.
I know.
He's
Dude.
not targeting towards me. You'll see where he places it, I'm sure.
Let's see. I'm going to cast a 5th level Fireball. Line of sight. He can see...
Yeah, because Fireball requires line of sight, so unless he
It
moves...
does. So hold on. Let's do this first.
He'd move all of 5 feet.
He can move
I
5
hope,
feet.
I hope he gets the spider.
Let's move him 5 feet here. And then have him cast Fireball. Line of sight. Let's do some line of sight checking.
Well, it says chat's going crazy that it doesn't require line of sight.
Yeah. Choose a point. Just a bright streak flashes from your pointed finger to a point you choose within range, and then blossoms with a bowl. Blossoms with a It doesn't require line of sight. It's just a.
That seems counterintuitive, though.
He can just point. Yeah, he can just point into a direction and drop it. So he can drop it about where he knows you guys are, because it's just a point. It's just choose a point within range. A bright streak flashes from your pointed finger to a point you choose within range, and then blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. Each creature within 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. The fire spreads around corners, ignites flammable objects. Yeah. Okay, here comes a fireball.
I'm saying unless you want to... Well,
you
can't see the spellcaster, so...
Yeah, he's just going to drop it. I think he'll drop it right there. Actually, wait. No. He's smarter than that. He's gonna...
Well, he was going about where we are.
He's gonna drop it there. Like that.
Alright.
Because now Silver needs to also make the save. So that's... The spider needs to make the save too.
Yeah, screw you, Spider.
So Agrenax got a 10.
Spider makes a 19, but I think he's going to take it anyway. He's going to eat it anyway. The spider's dead. Spiders didn't do shit.
I am genuinely shocked I rolled that well.
Silver succeeds. Sparks fails. Agrenax fails. Anybody who rolled below a 16 fails.
Okay.
So if you failed, you take 32. If you succeed, you take half.
Great. I have...
Oh, I'm down.
Members of the Legion will show up on Initiative 20, by the way, to assist.
Yay.
Okay, and let me roll Silver's con save.
If the thief is subject to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw...
He succeeds, because he ties.
Yes.
Because it was 16. Wait, no, it was half the damage, so it was 10. So
it would be half the damage, which would be... It's 32 damage is what it would be. So it would be 11.
But he took 16, but then his spell save would be half that, so 8 or 10, whichever's higher. So 10, he made it.
Understood.
Yeah. He's good. Either way, he's good.
Yes.
How many 5th level slots does he have?
He's used 2 to cast Fireball. Twice.
But he used 1 to...
5th level.
Didn't he 5th level counterspell the Flame Strike, or did he
roll?
He
rolled.
Countered a Hypnotic, and he did a Flame Strike.
Yes.
And Hypnotic Pattern is also level 3.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
So basically he's used a couple level 3s and a couple level 5s.
Correct.
So he should have
and a couple,
one counterspell?
Couple level 3s and a couple level 5s. Okay.
So Agrenax is down, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Agrenax is back down, and so is Sparks.
He's channeling Chumbawamba.
Okay, and now the overlapping area of those two spells is now difficult terrain instead of quarter terrain. Trix, are you down or are you up?
I have it. And health.
You're at and health. Understood. Bliss, it is your action.
Oh, okay.
Gaz, you need to make a concentration check
Oh, yep, good point.
to keep our vitality.
So ability check, right?
Con save throw.
Okay, awesome. There we go.
Cool.
Oh,
If I
I
s-
completely blanked. Fireball. Would I technically be able to cast Hellish Rebuke as my action to that reaction to that dude?
What does Hellish Rebuke say?
Just as a creature that damaged you.
Yep.
David just spent his channel points to name a town and health. I'm sorry. What does Hellish Rebuke say?
A creature that to damage you within 60 feet. So yes.
Yep.
Okay.
2d10 fire damage.
Yep.
I don't know why it's not letting me click it.
Just try clicking it harder.
Yes. That is always what you should do.
Oh, it's second level spell, actually.
Oof. Oh yeah, it's at second level, so it's one higher.
Let's see, I'm looking
Is it
right
normally?
now.
If it's Tiefling.
It's,
Yeah, it's for the tiefling.
I never
Yes, the
know.
fireball
Oh,
was
second level or higher.
The
Yep.
fireball was a 5th level spell. That is correct, Bowie.
So 3d10 for the damage on Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, so an
Okay,
extra D10.
do another D10.
Roll 10. That'd be great.
That would be really fun.
That's fine. That's half of it. 13.
No, Ward only recharges when he casts an abjuration spell.
But he did counterspell another spell. That's what I think they were asking.
Earlier he did, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 2 counter spells and then 2 fireballs at this
Yes,
point.
his ward recharged for each of the counter spells he's cast.
Okay.
And then he's
when
going
am
to
I-
take 13 fire.
Yeah.
If that was your reaction, what is your action?
So yeah, my action is gonna be to cast Hypnotic Pattern? Question mark?
Yeah. He's going to use his last third level slot to counter that. And then his arcane ward will recharge a little bit.
Okay, perfect. I will flip him off.
That's a free action.
Yes, flipping him off is a free action.
Do you want to move 5 feet?
Gaz?
I will. I will move like right there.
Okay.
Okay. Gaz will spend 10 of his Lay on Hands pool to get Agronak back up.
Nice. He's
Okay.
just a whack-a-mole orc right now.
Like I said, he's channeling Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, I get back up again.
And you still have your bonus action healing,
Yep.
too.
And let's see, Aura Vitality. Just a second.
I can't wait till people get to Atrica or Anhealth also. I'm gonna have those towns show up. It's gonna be raining a lot down in Atrica.
Did not mean to place that, so if you could just delete it.
Yeah, sure.
Mark, I can't tell you to delete your channel, but
No,
Okay, within 30 feet?
Bowie specifically named a town Atrica so that his character can go down there and bless the rains.
So
yeah,
you
but
get 7
since
health
it's,
back
it's
first.
not quite the same. It's Reigns is in like for horses. They're a big riding town.
Ah, yes.
And when Gaz gets Agronak back up, he'll give him orders to fall back into the Citadel and just rouse every guard we can, get them from the other side. Actually, yeah, basically ordering Agronak go inside, charge down the hallway, and just flank them.
Understood.
Make run.
Okay, so he's gonna dash. It's gonna move 5 feet through the plant growth
Did
once he's
you-
inside.
Did you double heal Agronak? Or you healed Sparks?
Yeah. And that was just the 7 sparks.
Well, because she's dead. Still.
Oh, here.
Mark has the dead
Meh.
icon on.
And it's difficult terrain here, right?
It's difficult terrain there, so once he moves inside, he can move as much as he
Well,
wants.
no, I meant for myself.
Yes, it's difficult terrain there. Oh, that's not his action yet.
Right. But it's his action this turn, so go ahead.
Oh, his action is next. Okay,
Yep.
well you can move him, can't you?
So
Can you
5.
move him? 5.
So that's difficult terrain for 10 feet, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So 15 there.
Okay.
And as he's going through, he's just shouting the alarm.
Yep. Understood. Like I said, initiative 20, they will show up. All right,
Okay,
so
my
you can
next
move him
turn.
around, and I'm going to go to Sparks' action. Sparks, you are
Up.
prone, so you'll take
Prone.
half your movement to get up.
Okay, and how much movement can I do after that?
Okay, so your normal movement is what, 35 feet?
35. Yeah.
Okay, so you are down to half 35 would be 12. So 12 feet, so 5 feet in difficult terrain equals 10, so that's it. You can only move 5 feet right now.
Okay, I will move there. And this was the guy that did the firebolt, right?
That is correct.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to cast magic missile
Okay.
on him, the second level.
And he can't react to shield.
That's true.
Yeah, because he's already.
Oh.
You'll have to roll a couple more times.
Oh.
And one more.
One more.
So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage.
No, 12. She said second
12.
level.
Yes.
Yeah, second.
This-
Understood. Okay.
Okay. I cannot hide, so yeah, Sparks will keep her reaction. Well, her yeah, that's what she will do. Yes, just stay there.
Okay. This guy is going to step backwards out of the magical darkness. That's going to be his movement. He will use his dash action. His bonus action dash to get here. And then he will fire his crossbow at Bliss. And miss. Preacher?
Again, same thing as last time. Moving here. With
You know what? I need to do this.
Put the others on the board.
Yeah, I need to put the backups on the board.
double move.
We can
Move action here, the double move to here, and then bonus action to once again cast mass healing word at 4th level.
If you have your lieutenants in Foundry already, then you can do that. But I don't think you guys have any
Yeah, I
of them.
don't.
So
I-
we'll just have
Yeah, I don't think any of us
Some-
actually do.
soldiers show up with some
Yeah.
veterans as
I
well.
was gonna say you'd have to make the thing for us, and then
Yeah,
we could.
I'm not going to do that right now.
That's fine.
Like I have mine brought up open in D&D Beyond. I can roll things.
Then you could, yeah, that's fair. You can use the knight tokens that I placed on the board as a pair of the lieutenants. You can decide which ones they are. But I also put Lukash on the board, Spectre on the board with a pair of soldiers.
Right,
Should
so
we roll initiative for them, or are they just?
I will have them. Well, their action was initiative 20. They show up, right? So
Okay.
Yeah. So they'll go on initiative 20.
yes, they will go on initiative 20.
Okay.
Uh,
I will just say that Pride will probably go at the bottom because of his Dex mod being 0 of that 20.
but no, but as I was saying, anyone within the 6-foot range, which is everyone, will get back 9 hit points. That includes Sparks, Tricks, Bliss, Gaz, Silver,
Which spell did you cast there?
Mass Healing Word.
Okay. You can't see Silver. Do you have to be able to see them?
No, they have to be able to hear him.
Okay, cool.
No, that
Yeah,
you
up to
can
6
see.
creatures of your choice that you can see within range gain hit points. So you can see.
Oh yes, you can't heal him.
You can't heal Tricks. You can't heal Sparks. You can't heal Silver.
If you get over to here, you can heal
yeah,
those.
if you get there, if you move here instead, where
Yeah, you started there.
Yeah.
so if you dash, you can get there. Hit the space bar and it'll move you. There you go. And then you can get. You can heal Gaz. You can heal.
Bliss.
You can heal
Yeah.
Gaz, Tricks,
I'm fine.
and Sparks.
Yeah, Bliss has been surprisingly hard to hit.
Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason I can't roll a d20 higher than 10.
Not that we mind.
Okay, I've downgraded Sparks' Silver's health.
Okay.
I thought it worked like normal healing word where
Yeah. Okay. I am going to go to this guy. He is going to reach forward and cast a 4th level Cure Wounds on... Actually, he'll cast a 3rd level Cure Wounds on the caster.
of course they will.
Naturally.
Turd.
Okay. Does he have a bonus action? Nope. All right. And then this last spider.
Their saving throw to get rid of this shock.
Yes, thank you. Stop it. Fails. It's what? It's a 16, right? Or 15?
No, I think it's a 17 now.
Yeah, 17.
Okay, 17. All right, so this spider is going to dash as its action.
The dashes are just so pathetic in this combat.
Yeah, with this
Oh,
guy
yeah,
on top. And then the very next action is going to be this dude's action. So he is going to attack the soldier that just came out of there. He makes 3 attacks.
3.
Yep.
God damn.
So which ones are the knight icons?
The knights are the spiffy looking guys in the middle.
Okay, otherwise they're just soldiers. Got it.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to make 3 attacks against the soldier. 12 is going to miss. The 16 and the 18 will hit. Since he has his... since his ally is within 5 feet of the guy, he is going to sneak attack on the first hit. So he's going to do a total of... the first hit is going to do 27 damage, and the second hit is going to do 7.
God damn.
So this soldier is going to... Actually, the first hit is going to take this soldier out. Which NPC do you have here? Which of your lieutenants do you want to have come out of this door?
I'll take mine, if no one else will.
I was trying to figure out where they are see like one here, one here. Well, I see only 2 of them.
Yeah,
for the-
there's 2.
There's 2.
I'm already-
There's 2 right now. Okay? It's who can file out the door. There's 2 of them.
Okay, I mean, mine's not particularly dexterous, so if anyone's faster than a 30-foot movement, they probably would have got here sooner.
Well, here's my thing. As soon as my lieutenant could get out into the open, they would have done. Where is it?
I mean, my lieutenant's in the same spot as Gaz, which was armor. What do I do?
Yeah.
They would have done that.
Oh, nice.
As their action.
Yeah.
They dashed into combat, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, their action was getting into the courtyard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, mine's probably not made it yet. So is the other one, is that Sparks's or Bliss's?
The other, you guys can decide that. For regardless,
I'll just have that one that just got attacked be mine.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
John was cool.
Okay.
So does what was it?
okay, so he
60
has his
grenade?
radiant wings out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he is does an 18 hit.
It does.
Okay, then he is going to take 7 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Or well, you have the character sheet, so you can do that.
I can. Yep, I got it.
All right. So then, Trix, it's your action.
Okay.
Oh, this guy finally is no longer under the effects of that bullshit. Okay.
I'm going to. Having trouble. I can't tell if I'm clicking my character or not. I'm not. Oh, because I'm not in the right thing. There we go. Why can't I move my character? There we go. So I move 5 feet.
Okay.
As part of a move action, I'm pulling out a potion of healing,
Understood.
and then my bonus action will be to drink it.
Okay.
Just have to pull it out here. Where's the use? Is there a use button?
There it is.
It doesn't use it, but I'll remove it. Oh, because I clicked on ration. Oh, yeah, I totally did rations. Oops. Either way, I'll put my rations back in then. So that's an extra 6 health. 6 heal. And then as an action, I am using the ability my special wand to hit. Does that require a roll? Make a ranged spell attack roll against a target. Oh god, I rolled a 1. Of course I did. And I used my inspiration earlier.
And have you been using your tentacle? I genuinely
Oh, yeah.
can't recall.
Oh yeah,
He
every
has.
round. I
Okay.
can't use it this turn because I drank a potion this turn. Yeah, so I missed with my attack, so that is the end of my turn.
All right. Silver.
Oh, it still takes half damage. So,
What still takes half damage?
I'm
Target.
targeting the wizard.
The wizard is 10 feet away and through another body.
Acid.
Is he?
He's here.
This one here, right? I'm talking about.
Acid arrow.
Oh, acid arrow. I'm sorry. So you rolled a 10 to hit?
Well, it takes half damage, so he still takes the. It's not a lot. I rolled absolutely
Oh.
garbage, but he still takes 3 acid damage.
On a miss, the arrow splashes the target with acid for half as much of the initial damage and no damage at the end of its turn. Ah, I see. Okay, so he's going to take half of 7, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
4. Yeah, so he still takes...
3.
Yeah, he
I
takes...
thought it was round
rounded
down.
down.
It's round down. It's always round
Oh, is it
down.
round down?
Always
Yep.
round down.
I always get him confused.
Yeah. It's literally always round down in 5th edition.
Yeah.
The Iron Console is going to tell the...
No, it's not. It's Silver's turn.
Oh, it's Silver's turn. You know what? I hit Silver's turn forward, and then we went back to talk about the acid arrow, and then I just hit forward on the initiative again. So it's Silver's action.
I don't know if you want to move that Darkness Aura with him.
Yes, I will move it with him.
So he is going to attack this slashing claws.
Okay.
There are no many enemies within 5 feet, so he would get sneak attack, but he also has advantage because they're in darkness.
Unless they've got dark vision. Well,
No,
They would have to have.
Yeah, true.
They would have to be able to see in magical darkness.
yep.
So
You have
And one more,
I have
one more
advantage.
strike.
Yeah, I have advantage. I forgot.
That's nicer.
18.
18 will hit.
So that is 24 piercing damage and 8 fire damage. And, 2 fire damage and 6 fire damage to the iron console 5 feet from.
Okay. So...
Because So the
Okay.
slashing claws took 26 damage, and the iron console took 6.
All right. So 26 total damage to him.
Mhm.
And all right. Okay.
And that is all he can do because he just used everything.
Hey,
Okay. All right. So this iron console is going to take a step back out of the darkness and is going to command this slashing claws and the spider next to him to attack. So the slashing claws is going to make a short sword attack against your NPC. John.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Dreamer.
Dreamer? Okay, so he's
Yeah.
going to attack Dreamer. That's going to be a miss. And then the
Okay.
spider will also attack Dreamer. Actually, the spider... will attack Dreamer. 20 to hit.
It's
9 damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw. Okay, you succeed. You'll take... so he'll take 3 poison damage.
so 12 total.
Yes.
Okay. Not happy about that,
Sorry,
but
I need to move these around so that the right one is on top of the right one, so I can...
I know the feeling.
Oh my god.
I think all of us know the feeling at this point.
Yeah.
Except Bliss for some reason.
Hey.
All right.
Living up to the name.
This iron console is going to move... here. And
So the Iron Council could command both of his allies to attack?
he gets to command 2 allies to attack as an action. But they
It
have to
uses
use
their
their reactions, right? So
Yeah.
this one is going to just take the dodge action. This slashing claws is going to use both his action and his dash action to move 15 feet. And get... to get here. Silver can take an attack of opportunity if he so desires.
Oh, he totally desires. Are you kidding me? Hold on, I can crit fish. No, but he still hits. Ignore the sneak attack. It's 12.
Okay. He will uncanny... Oh, no, he can't. Okay, he just takes the 12. Alright. He's then going to attack this soldier 3 times. He's going to 16 and 24. So those are both going to hit. The soldier's definitely going to be dead. The wizard is going to take the wizard is going to crawl duck down beneath the giant spider. Here, he can't stay there. But he is going to get out of the magical darkness and then cast teleportation.
I believe we have Hallowed, right?
Hallowed does not prevent teleportation.
Okay.
You would need to Arcane
Yes,
Sanctum the entire building for a year to prevent it from... every day for a year to make it a permanent preventing of teleportation.
Affected creatures can't travel using teleportation or by extra-dimensional or interplanar means.
What's that?
That's the effect John took from Hallow.
I thought John hallowed the throne room.
Oh, he did. He went down to the throne room. He didn't
Oh,
do the
okay.
prayer like we had asked.
And it's also affected creatures that are affected by the Hallow spell, which are generally Fey, Fiends, and Undead.
Gotcha.
For the
That makes
second
more
one,
sense.
it says you can effect applies to all creatures, creatures that follow a specific deity or leaders, creatures of a specific sort, such as ogres or trolls. So the question would be, can he affect everyone except for people who are loyal to the Phoenix Legion?
Sure, but did he hallow
But
the
he did
entire?
it wrong.
Right.
He did it down on this throne room instead
Right.
of in the courtyard.
Which makes sense,
Yeah.
though, considering,
It does.
Yeah, you touch a point and infuse the area around it with holy or unholy power. The area can have a radius of up to 60 feet, and the spell fails if the radius includes an area already under the affected Hallow spell. The affected area is subject to the following effects.
It's under secondary effects.
Yeah. Choose the effect from the following list, or choose an effect offered by the GM. Some of these effects apply to creatures in the area. You can designate whether the affected spell effect applies to all creatures that follow... Right. So, yeah. But again, it's a 60-foot area, and it's until dispelled, right? Okay. Oh, you have to name a creature type.
Yeah,
no,
for
it says
for the first part.
For the first part, you do. Yeah, one of the possibilities is creatures that follow a specific deity or leader. They're right. Which
But it wasn't in this
In
area.
any event, they are going to teleport out.
cowards.
Yes. And as they do, leaving their one lone soldier in the middle of the battlefield, we are going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Yeah,
Yeah, our melees weren't in melee.
Your melees were not in melee. It's true.
and you're missing all the buffs I provide.
Yes,
Yeah.
because you got assaulted in the middle of the night.
Yeah, we didn't have prep time.
Nope. Well,
That-
all right. So here's the fun part of this. The entire area that's covered in plant growth remains covered in plant growth until you guys clear it. It does not go away. You just have a citadel that is covered in plants now.
I'll have. Now the question is, the soldiers that went down, are they dead or down?
The ones that went down against. No, these two are dead. He did like they got like twice their hit point total with the attack. So those two soldiers are probably all the soldiers that the assassin killed, the assassins and the thieves killed, are probably dead. Because they would do
dead for a while.
They would do attacks, sneak attack damage, and poison damage on their strikes.
And on top of that, they would have had to make their death saves even if they didn't die outright.
I will tell you that these two soldiers here, they had like 22 hit points. So, they had 16 hit points. So one sneak attack was doing like 34 damage. So they would be outright dead.
Keep in mind, guys, I do have it within the means for me to bring them back.
Revivify?
Not quite. But it would be expensive.
Animate dead?
No.
Because I have Revivify.
Um,
Yeah, I've got Revivify for the two that just died, which is only 300.
Per.
Yeah. And it's also within the last minute, which...
oh crap. The plants all, the grass and plants all on the other side of the bridge down here would also all be overgrown.
Oh my god.
I'm just glad it didn't go into the Citadel. So we at least got spared that much.
Yeah, you've got the inside, which is fine.
I can do that, but it'd be expensive as all hell, and I can only do once per day.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Just the
Hang on.
one is going to be worth it, to be honest. As awful as it is to say.
Yeah.
You have, how many soldiers would you have had on the parapets?
Yeah, how many died on the parapets?
How many soldiers would you have had on the parapets?
I'm thinking probably 2 per corner sort of thing, or maybe
Okay.
even up to 12, because that'd be basically 4 per side.
4 per side?
So, yeah, that'd be... or 16, yeah.
So
Shit.
you have about 18 dead. You have 18 dead.
Okay, so we've definitely got to figure out how they weren't able to sound the alarm. Whether it was just that they got caught that unawares, or whether it was something...
A reminder: the thieves and the assassin all have like +6 or higher to their stealth rolls. So these are grunt soldiers, right? They were on the lookout, but these guys also the cleric they had with, or the healer they had with them, was able to cast Pass Without Trace. So they probably all had like +16 or 19.
Yeah, that was not...
I had a Goliath that had... or not Goliath, Earth Genasi that had that.
I'm just telling you, could piece these things together. Like, they were obviously stealthy. And... yeah.
I'm going to guess that fireball probably didn't kill anybody, and if we look at the dead guards, they're probably stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
The fireball was intended... It looks as though, if you investigate, because I know you guys have high investigation, you can tell that the fireball was intended to try and damage the cannons, and to do structural damage, and cause fires and stuff like that, as opposed to anything else.
Well,
I do have a way to prevent this from happening again, Commander. but it would require a great expense.
Talk with Sparks. And Sparks, as for all these plants, we'll have to assign shifts to get them all cut down, but we'll work with some of the local, try and provide it to local farmers for feeding to their livestock.
That is a good idea in theory, but I don't want any civilians in here when they can be attacked at any time.
Well, no, I meant we'll either sell it off or essentially sell it at cost. Like,
Yeah.
don't
Don't
cut
think
it
we're
down
gonna
and
get
then
much for weeds, to be honest.
Fair
Me
point.
neither. Quick question, DM. Are any of the Dragonborn downstairs, do they have acid breath? And will that work with the plants?
You could ask them, and I think, yeah, it would work with the plants. The fire breath would work with the plants as well.
Plant, yeah. So I probably Sparks will do that. Go downstairs and okay, guys, I need some help, and try
Just
to
order soldiers to abandon the top level so they have some privacy and room to work.
Yes. And they will also help me with the dead and put them aside and stuff like that.
Silver is going to come up to Gaz. I think we should upgrade our watch captains to actual captains until we get this place secure.
Agreed. At least one captain per each watch.
I also think that we need to make these guys our priority right now.
Agreed.
We have a name, though.
What do you mean, the claws?
We have a
A
captor.
location.
We have a captive.
You're right, we do.
The dead
That's
guy
good.
is dead because he was hit with a fireball after
Twice.
being dead. So he is dead. But
Yeah.
there is still one of the claws in the courtyard.
Absolutely detaining him. Is he giving himself up without a fight, or is he going to be dumb enough?
He gives himself up without a fight. He is surrounded. He's not stupid.
Can I pat him down and search him?
Yes. He is... Give me an investigation roll. But he is carrying a light crossbow, a short sword. He's wearing studded leather armor.
Sparks, detect magic on him, would you? I mean, tricks.
Yeah.
Okay. Trix will detect magic on him.
Okay.
Plants on magical. Weird.
He has... he has a magic ring on his finger.
Well,
So does the dead guy.
Identify anyone?
I do have identify.
Okay. Are you taking the time to identify? Are you casting both? Identify on both? Are you using a ritual, or are you just casting it?
Casting it.
Okay. It is a. They are each wearing a ring of loyalty. It requires attunement. With a ring of loyalty, if you drop to 0 hit points, you die instantly. It is meant to prevent you from being revived by captors.
Well, glad I didn't try revivifying the one.
You wore this, and yet you refuse to slit your own neck. Interesting. Creature kind of gives a sly smile at the prisoner.
He just hangs his head. He doesn't say anything.
I give a telling look at Trix, as in like this guy is probably already ready to break, but he probably doesn't know much, but still see what we can get out of him.
I will. I have something pressing right now, though. Where's my lieutenant?
He comes huffing out the door in his armor.
Oh, good. Your arm is immaculate. I have a job for you. I guess I also voice him.
If you want.
Of course, Commander Trix. What can I do for you? Search the courtyard over in that area where the 2 dead Phoenix Legion soldiers are. I want you to find anything that looks like it's a part of a body. We'll go through the pieces later. Hair, anything. You find it. After that, go down to where we were keeping that prisoner. I want you to search there for anything that he may have dropped. Scales, anything of that nature. If they would like to scry on us and teleport to our location, we shall do the same.
Hey.
And I'm having him do it and take his time because he's got a passive investigation of 18.
Understood. Pride will do as asked, starting with the courtyard, taking his time scouring it through the plants.
I
want you to know that I want these because if I have a part of their body, a lock of hair, clipping of a nail, or anything similar, they make their saving throws against Dream with disadvantage.
Okay. I will need, I will probably have you roll D100 rolls to see if he actually finds a piece of their, a piece of anything.
Okay.
Given that they were taking damage from stuff.
It's possible, but that's why it's a D100.
Yeah, it's a D100 roll to see if you find anything in amongst all these plants, and if there's... Because a passive 18 is going to find what's there. Like, that's not going to be the problem. The problem is going to be if there's something there. Yes.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, you find something. You find...
I'm assuming he finds a lot, but he finds something useful, because most of that a lot is, like, hair off of the exploded spider.
Yes. Yeah, he finds a dislodged scale where Agranak and Silver were going back and forth with the where Silver attacked the dude in the darkness. Because the scales and stuff of the dead dude are not going to help you.
Yeah.
The other thing is that as he goes inside through those doors down to the lower level to where the prisoner was held, not to the room where Gaz was, but the room where you were interrogating the prisoner, the room where he was tied to a chair. You find a couple more dead patrolmen from that area. But what you also find down there is you discover that your food stores are filled with rats. In fact, there are rats. There are a few rats here and there in the halls who scurry into the darkness as people come down into the first lower level sub-basement. But eventually at some point in the next 24 hours, when somebody goes to grab food out of the food stores, they find that someone has let rats out in the lower levels of in that lower level of the Citadel, and they have found exactly what rats would find first: the food.
I know this is a bad thing, but like, does that mean we need to adopt a bunch of cats?
In that room where the prisoner had been interrogated, there are 10 burlap sacks that have just been left in that room. There are rat scratches inside the burlap sacks.
Well, I know what I'm preparing tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, after that, eventually he would come up. I mean, we're probably taking stock of the dead, trying to figure out what the hell just happened up here.
Casting this.
Mm-hmm.
What is what part of ceremony?
Funeral, right?
On all the dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Dreamer, assistant commander, would you?
He will.
And my lieutenant walks over, and you'll see, brief description, it's in a scimitar that is both above average height and above average width across the soldiers, like carved out of like solid muscle. Has a greatsword on his back, and he has he has the sides of his head shaved, and he has like what would be a mohawk, but it's all long hair pulled back into like a long ponytail that goes down below his shoulders.
Okay. Cool. And so this is Dreamer?
Yes.
Okay, so Dreamer goes with Commander Gaz and begins to assist in casting ceremony on the dead. All told, there are about 23, 24 dead soldiers. There are 6 in the lower level that survived but were knocked unconscious or out in some other way. But most of the ones that were attacked by the stealthy infiltration were most of those who were attacked by the stealthy infiltrators were left throat slit or stabbed in places that would have caused permanent and unyielding damage.
Question for the investigator: does it look like they made as far down as to where we were holding the prisoner, so to speak?
No, it looks like they just came in from the room that had the chair in it,
mm-hmm.
and then moved up to the next level, which is the courtyard, and moved up out into the courtyard.
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
Once Pride finishes, he'll make his way back up to me then, but that'll probably take some time.
All right, so that's important because it means that they didn't care to check on the orc prisoner, meaning that they still don't know that we might potentially know of their hideout. Good.
Or they saw he wasn't in the room and didn't go looking deeper.
No, they didn't go down to the original. Like, remember how you took the?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Should I do a sending to Lord Dolan and inform him what has happened?
I mean, that's up to you guys. I don't think.
I'm not
think
a
that's
fan of that because it makes us appear vulnerable.
I think
Yeah.
this is maybe a conversation to have in the morning. Once some of us have had a good night's rest and after we've secured the Citadel. Because I'm sure word will leak at some point. I mean, they cast 3 fireballs. Someone is going to know. So I think it is best that perhaps we do contact the council, but all of the council.
Very well.
Agreed.
Because otherwise, We don't want to be seen playing favorites.
But Commander, I can cast the same spell as I did down below to consecrate this area, so that no followers of Thundermaw will be able to magically move in or out.
Well, out of character, what I meant was we're going to need a few castings. It's a 60-foot radius, and from the center, it's 80 feet out.
Yeah, and that's just this part of it, right? You have multiple floors in the
Yeah,
Citadel.
so basically it's going to be like one up here, one down in the stairwell, and one down further below. Aside from the one you've already done.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's going to take a fair few castings.
It's probably going to take you...
It is absolutely worth it, but it's going to take a few.
It's going to take, let's see. Yeah, because you're going to need probably 4 up here and then 2 on every lower level, right? So if...
I'm not sure about 4, because if we plant one... Yeah, it's going to be 4. Crap.
If you
probably
want to cover the whole thing, it's going to be 4 up here,
yeah.
And then probably 2 for every lower level, and there's... How many levels? 6 lower levels, right?
I thought it was 5?
Maybe 5? I'll have to look for I'll have to look for the map I used for it, but it's like 5 or 6. 5. Let's say it's 5, right? It's going to take at least 2 for every lower level, so that's 10. That's 14 castings. So for 2 weeks, you're going to have to spend every. Actually, you can't do that because you would be sleep deprived. You would have to spend every other day for 2 weeks casting Hallow, or every other day for a month casting Hallow to cover the entirety of the Citadel.
Yeesh. Well, it's worth it, unfortunately.
I mean, they can only really teleport into a location that they know, but trying to get into a location nearby that they don't know would be a lot more risky. So if I reprioritize the top floors...
They can afford 14,000 gold. It would just...
It'd put a bit of a dent.
Yeah, I mean, the bare minimum would be the floor where they did the teleportation circle in the court. Those are probably the first 2 spots, and then we can do the rest. We need to do everything, but those are the 2 probably most pressing.
Yeah. And this is after the first 2 weeks, right? After the time jump, I mean?
This is already after the time jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other spell or assistance we can get to kind of get the same result that you guys are looking for without doing that exactly?
The alternative would be to have an exceedingly powerful wizard place a binding on this place to prevent all teleportation in and out, but that would affect us as well. And it would not... And such a thing would require a year of prep work.
Yeah, you could cast it every day you would have to cast it every single day for a year to cast Arcane Sanctum on the Citadel.
Which that, I believe, we would require the aid of Lord Dolan, which that'd be... Yeah.
You would have to pay for that. He is not going to do...
No.
He will not do that for free.
I mean, what are the costs for Arcane Sanctum?
I would have to look up what a spellcaster would charge you. He may not charge you what a normal full amount would be, but who knows? This is Grovair.
I'll give you the friends and family discount.
Private Sanctum
base
is...
price.
Private Sanctum is a... It does not have a material component cost, but it takes 10 minutes and it lasts 24 hours, and you make an area within in range magically secure. The area is a cube that can be as small as 5 feet to as large as 100 feet on each side.
Which the funny thing is, that still would not reach deep enough.
No, but you would only need 2 castings of Private Sanctum to prevent things from teleporting in. Or you can cast
Of course, we'd also need to have him come over every day for a full year.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want that. We're good.
Or actually, no, thus you could protect a cube that could be up to 200 feet on one side by using a spell slot at 5th level. But I think that
or even higher. Or
you
even
can
higher.
also cast Forbiddance, which lasts 24 hours, but it is 1,000 GP per casting. You create a ward against magical travel that protects up to 40,000 square feet of floor space to a height of 30 feet above the floor. Again, you would have to cast it on each floor. For the duration, creatures can't teleport into the area or use portals, such as those created by the gate spell, to enter the area. The spell proofs the area against planar travel and therefore prevents creatures from accessing the area by way of other planes. So it does. Forbiddance is another spell that you can use. I mean, also, again, you have the spending power because of your treasury, but I don't know how much you've already spent this month on things. Spending another 14,000 gold over the course of 4 weeks. I don't know if that's within your spending power at that treasury level without reducing the treasury level. Luckily, you have fewer soldiers than you need at the treasury level you're at. Or you have fewer than your maximum soldiers at the treasury level you're at. So if you went down a level, you can handle it. But
Gotcha.
You're still talking about... well, for the soldiers, I don't know about the maintenance costs for the Citadel. I would have to check. But yeah, it would take... Preacher would have to cast Hallow, rest for a day. Cast Hallow, rest for a day. For essentially 14 castings.
Yeah, that's time. I know a better solution is just dealing with the claw and just kicking their ass. So...
we don't know what agents they might have outside the city.
Yes, but if we kill the one who created the teleportation circle, then there's no one else to teach that teleportation circle.
You mean the one who has it on the skin, or the one who put it on the skin?
No, if we're talking about that
Yes.
thing, that would have been a one-time thing.
Well, you in character do not know that that's how he did it, right?
Yeah.
So that's
we know that he was the one that cast teleport.
My guess, given the rarity of wizards, is that the one who almost incinerated us is probably the one who cast that spell in the first place.
Then again, there's a university here, so there might be more wizards than you think.
Wizards of that power. Sorry, let me be clear.
Wizards
they
of that
have to
power,
run in
loyal
that
to
circle.
Thundermaw.
Yeah, so...
But there's also nothing to say that they might not have just gotten it done commercial. They might not have contracted out. We don't know what resources they have.
I don't know. That sounds kind of shady if they were to reach out and do something like that. I think it would raise a couple of questions.
Yes,
Plus, I highly doubt that any powerful casters within the city could scratch their noses about Lord Dolan knowing about it.
Here's the
We
thing.
might want to contact. Incidentally, we might want to contact or
that could be
inquire
true.
of Lord Dolan regarding that because magic is prohibited within the city.
Yeah, that could be true, but that also could be a point against him.
Here's the thing. We know that their lair is in the Foster district. Foster made part of his money with teletransportation. So he can hire or do anything hire a lot of teletransportation circles to be done, and nobody will raise an eyebrow. So if someone from that district went and asked for a teletransportation circle, nobody will say anything.
Is there a way that it sounded like we are going to convene a council. Is there a way that we can accuse a Foster mage of being at fault here without throwing an accusation that would cause harm to any possible relationship that we would have with Foster?
Even hinting
Probably
at
not.
such an accusation would cause damage.
Yeah, you know how snooty those people are?
I would. Can we phrase it in a way that perhaps to check to see if any of the mages have A1?
You cut out.
I think House Dolan would be the best place to start because he would more than likely have knowledge of anyone that is powerful enough to cast such a spell within the city. Or
Yes.
if not, he would have a vested interest in finding them out.
Yes, I mean, there can be many wizards, but ones of the power level we fought are rare.
I'm just
That is
curious
true.
why we're going to like the nobles for everything. Can't we just deal with the claw, go undercover, or just storm their warehouse and like go directly to the source and find them out through the claw?
Their warehouse is in Foster's district. Trying
If
to
we go there,
engage in a military operation there, it will ruffle feathers. Whereas going to the nobles first with this evidence.
Here's the thing: we have no evidence about anything. Everything's circumstantial. We don't know that Foster did it. We don't know if they're working with him. We don't know anything. If we go to the council and say we might think that one of the nobles is in cahoots with this, like we are going to be in a bad position about it. And the other thing, I think Liz is right. We should go. We're not going to do a military operation. We should go.
thing is, my problem with that is we can't do that without more knowledge of the forces that we would have to encounter inside that place. Going in blind would just get us all killed. I also think we should inform Lord Dolan, and he should, at the very least, maybe he may not be able to directly assist us in taking down this formidable spellcaster that he has a vested interest in taking out, but he may be able to provide us with enough support so that he could prevent him from doing, when we attack, what he just did now. Because we have to, because make no mistake, when we attack their thieves den, we have to get everyone, including him, or he'll just go somewhere else and try to rebuild his forces and try again. We have to kill that wizard.
So we need evidence first. So what if we just like maybe a couple of us, a small, who is very discreet and able to get in and out. I mean, shady figures are coming from that place. It's like it's a fight. It's an entertainment. Like shady people are going to be going. It should be easy enough to slip through. I mean, it's going to be the security isn't going to be like going to a noble party. They're not going to have names written down. It's going to be a lot easier to slip through if you know your way around.
Any word regarding our reconnaissance there, then?
Would I have shared that prior to? I mean, it's been 2
Well,
weeks.
what did we find, actually? I'm not sure that was actually
You can share whatever what I told you.
So where am I? So we found out that it is located in District 23. It's disguised as a burnout warehouse. It's a large building. Shady. My notes say shady as fuck people come in and out.
Accurate.
And then we got the name that that Preacher researched, but I don't really think that's a strong lead because it's a burnout warehouse. They might have some inkling of what's going on, but I wouldn't.
Well, now, burnt out warehouse would be a good cover for an underground fighting ring.
Yeah, I assume that there's a sub-basement that they're working out of.
Basically speakeasy level stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I think probably, at least for now, we should clean up, think about plans, and come together in the morning and try and figure out what our next move is going to be.
Or we could work, or if we want, we could work my angle that I discovered a little bit. As keepers as we are the law in this city, we could use those resources to investigate the ownership of the warehouse and see if potentially arrest them and see if they're actually members of the Claw or just dupes. Either way,
no matter what, if you poke around that family, it's going to raise some heads.
Yeah, and they might just
if
leave.
If we do it quickly and quietly enough, we may be able to get the jump on them before we actually make our move on the warehouse.
mo- mm,
But it's just a thought. I'm not. I am not fully committed to the idea.
Dio, did you see the answer to your question about
yes.
the pipes?
So basically, if someone like Liz plays the pipes, she can control the rats and take them out.
Oh, that's okay. Sure. I'm sure Bliss has done that before.
If we can get the pipes.
We have the pipes.
You have pipes of the sewer.
Oh, we
have
do?
pipes. Yes.
Yeah, they've had them since they were in Ravenreach.
Oh my god! Sorry, didn't know that. Cool.
Yeah. Sparks has had them since they were in Ravenreach. So Sparks has
And-
had pipes of the sewer.
I was gonna say, we've been talking for a while. Is this a good point where Pride can come back?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and that's even better because then we can just have some clerics cleanse the food, and that's that.
Well, the first of all, you have to have proficiency with pan flute to use it, and the other thing is,
Well, does Bliss have proficiency with pan flute?
Just flute.
That close enough?
I think there is a specific. I think they specify
They
flute
are
and pan
specific
flute.
instruments.
They are. So you must be proficiency with wind instruments to use these pipes.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
While you
Okay.
are tuned to the pipes, while you are, it requires attunement. Ordinary rats and giant rats are indifferent toward you and will not attack you unless you threaten or harm them while you're attuned to it. Whenever a swarm of rats that isn't under another creature's control comes within 30 feet of you while you are playing the pipes, you can make a charisma check contested by their wisdom check. If you lose the contest, the swarm behaves as it normally would and can't be swayed by the pipes for the next 24 hours. If you win the contest, the swarm is swayed by the pipe's music and become friendly to you and your companions for as long as you continue to play the pipes, each round as an action. A friendly swarm obeys your commands. If you issue no command, it defends itself but otherwise takes no action. If a friendly swarm starts its turn and can't hear the pipes, your control over that swarm ends, and the swarm behaves as it normally would and can't be swayed by the pipes for the next 24 hours.
Okay, so then Bliss will attune to the pipes since Sparks gave it to her, and she will proceed to do that then.
Okay, it will take an hour to attune to the pipes, and you'll have to go around throughout the Citadel looking for these swarms of rats.
That's
Playing
gonna
fine.
say,
Bliss
that-
didn't want to sleep.
I was gonna say, as they were talking about the Dolan thing, Pride would come up to me and tell me what happened, and I would quickly get the commander's attention to let him know.
No, regarding the rats?
Yeah, that our food stuff has been
Yeah.
sabotaged.
If we don't have any solution for the food, even if cleansing it's ruined, would I be able to reach out to one of those nice noble people that I spoke to see if they were able to donate any food?
I can guess that a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, Gaz has the food down.
All right, perfect. So
but
we got
yes,
food,
you can-
rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as we can get the rats out, so there's no continuing threat of exposure, disease, and such.
Actually, we could return the favor.
And send them where?
I don't know. Can I send them to the Thieves Guild? I don't know.
Well, you wouldn't be able to send them to the Thieves Guild, but we could keep them contained until we go to the Thieves Guild.
No, she'd have to keep playing to keep them contained.
Well, no, like we
Contain
get something to contain them and then start playing before going to the Thieves
I
Guild.
would just rather just get them out. Throw them to Grobear. Grobear can deal with them.
Okay.
I mean,
Or out of character, just Fireball.
I like my idea.
Yeah, well,
But
I'm
yeah,
not
actually,
playing them
like-
all the way to that vessel either.
All right, guys. You, Bliss, what is your charisma check anyway?
It's a +5.
Okay. You are able to gather up over the course of several hours about 5 swarms of rats.
And who's
The
taking
pipes.
watch while this goes on?
Be with the Dragonborn cleaning, and the ones that cannot clean will be keeping watch on the parapet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gaz will be down below doing purify food and drink.
and Silver will take a watch on the parapets with another squad of men. Now that the lieutenants and a few soldiers are up, he will have the lieutenants take a rotation of the watch as well, to make sure there is always a lieutenant and a captain on the parapets throughout the night. You'll get a bunch of the rats out with the pipes, but they're not all sitting in swarms at this point. Some of them, most of them, I think you get most of them out of the Citadel. New watch patterns are established. The Dragonborn spend time with Sparks clearing what plant growth they can. It is going to take hours to get rid of all of it. And I think we'll leave off there. I know we started a little late, and I apologize for that. But we'll stop there for tonight. And we'll do some quick favorite moments. Share one for your character and one for one of the other characters. Try to hit each of the characters. Let's try and hit a different character from each person. But Stu, favorite Gaz moment?
Probably just because, there wasn't too much that Gaz was actually able to do tonight. But probably just getting the new aura of vitality up and being able to get Captain Sparks back on her feet.
Yes. Favorite moment, really.
And then probably for Trix, or rather Silver, Trix controlling Silver, because that was Trix controlling Silver?
Yeah. Adam was controlling Silver.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted.
I already had access to his character sheet when Mark had us go into the catacombs. So
Yep. It made the most sense.
But it was one of those, like, in character, it made absolute sense. But boy, did it screw things up mechanically for Gaz.
Oh, the darkness, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Because like I said, that made absolute sense in character and made absolute sense mechanically from what we thought. But then fireball through the darkness.
Because fireball's busted.
Yep. Only cast fireball.
Yes. Only fireball. Only spell that matters.
Dio, favorite Sparks moment?
Killing the dude that was killing Agronak and Silver and Creeding. That was my favorite moment for Sparks. My favorite moment for Emmy was having the bard taking the less damage and basically being fine.
Yeah,
the rest of us just struggle.
Couldn't friggin' hit her.
And then, funny enough, she also was out of the range of the fireball for most of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure nothing happened to Bliss, and Bliss also accomplished very little.
I know, Mark. Thank you.
I think Gaz accomplished almost less.
Adam, favorite Trix moment?
I guess being useful that combat in general.
I actually really appreciated the amount of vehemence that was behind making sure that you can teleport and scry upon them when you said that to your lieutenant. I appreciated that.
Yeah, that was almost out of character intense for Trix. Like, he's usually very much laid back, oh, whatever, but on this one it's like, no, we're fucking with them.
He doesn't really get mad often. He's usually more amused. I'm
Yeah,
assuming that's kind of where he gets his name from, because people think that he always has like a trick up his sleeve because he never seems to lose his cool.
He's just very blithe.
Yeah. But he had Ann Health, which got the name of a town.
Favorite moment for another character?
I think I liked John's idea of hallowing. That was a good one, and I think it was very in character for him.
Especially where he did it initially.
Yeah, I also think that him continuing to inadvertently be the main member of the Lord Dolan fan club, but that's how his character's been working thus far.
Fanboys for Dolan.
Gaz, I liked Gaz not being able to be the frontliner and having to figure out what to do when that wasn't a possibility.
And going into combat again unarmored.
Yeah. For Sparks, I think there was definitely just straight up murdering that dude. That was great. But I also liked, and this was kind of a little bit, it was tonight, but a lot of the out of character stuff that you said your character was doing in the past 2 weeks. Well, in character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like that you're kind of having her come to terms with the fact that she's noble and that's kind of destroyed her worldview. And for Bliss, I liked the carousing. I like that we have favors from nobles, and I like that you immediately thought to call that in for food.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was
Which
a
you
solid
can.
choice.
You can do that. I'm not going to say you can't. You can do that if you want. You can call in a favor to get some food for the Citadel.
It probably wouldn't be enough food to replace it if we lost it all to rats, but having extra, I'm assuming not all those rats were also dropped off for us. I mean, this is like fantasy Middle Ages, but it's still Middle Ages.
Yeah,
So
there would have been
not
rats.
every rat was dropped here, but still most of them were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that covers everybody.
Cool. John, favorite creature moment?
Once again, trying his damnedest to keep everyone else alive.
And from a really disadvantageous position.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say that the plant growth was very much a double-edged sword. Again,
As we saw when they slaughtered the two soldiers.
if I had dropped them on, if they had dropped down on you the way the assassin did, the combat would have been a lot different.
Yeah, it would have been pretty damn brutal.
It would have been brutal. It would have been a lot more back and forth. Fireball would not have been cast as much. It would have been a little more. He would have been a little more subtle with the spell use because, like, his dudes were in there with you,
Yeah.
right? So.
Mark, I was a little confused. Both Healing Word and Mass Healing Word are creatures you can see. I was thinking of our house rule that we have where Healing Word requires that it's someone within 60 feet who can hear you.
Gotcha.
And you can't hear when you're unconscious because Healing Word is actually very powerful for exactly what we were using to keep Agronat Chumbawumbaing.
Yeah.
So, and especially that it's a bonus action. So we had changed it to they have to be able to hear you and you can't hear when you're unconscious.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or Vitality is handy for that, though.
Yeah.
As we saw with Sparks and
So
Agronat.
that was a bit of confusion with house rules.
Understood. John, any other for another character?
Bliss just being so frustrated with being counterspelled all the time, just going.
That was my favorite moment. Seriously.
I liked eventually flipping him off. That
Yes.
was
Yes.
Any favorite Bliss moment?
Being so useful by eating up all of the spells from the wizard by getting counterspelled every single time.
I mean, you also ate up a lot of arrows that didn't hurt you.
That's true. So there's my use tonight.
Being the ranged tank, essentially.
Shoot me,
And my
Blake.
favorite moment for someone else would be Sparks giving Bliss these pipes in the sewer. I don't know how you guys had it or whatever, but I'm glad it's useful.
I forgot you guys had the pipes of the sewer, honestly.
So did I.
Yeah.
I was like, we have those? Like, because that was even before John and I started playing.
Yeah, I was about to say, you two have the excuse that you weren't here, neither was Bliss. I was, and I completely forgot.
Yeah, the thing is that that's exactly what Sparks would do, right? Is like, oh, I have this magic item that everybody else forgot about, but I've kept it in the treasury the whole time, just in case it'd be useful.
It's super niche, but here's that niche.
Here's the one time that we would be able to use these. I completely forgot you guys had them, honestly.
Well, the enemies wouldn't have known, so
Well,
they were like,
here's
we
the
have this great plan.
Well, here's the thing. Those are incredibly useful inside a very populated city if we wanted to, say, disrupt the food chain of a certain house.
Yeah, that could be useful for Weston.
Or if we wanted to summon 3 swarms of rats as vengeance on that abandoned building.
Well, yeah, that's
Once
what
again,
Gaz was hinting at.
I'll just say,
You
like,
can't-
before
We can't
the
send them after the warehouse because then they know we know.
The thing is, the only reason that you guys haven't used it is because you didn't have any characters that could use pipes, and
Yeah,
now
but
Bliss is here. It's like
Yeah.
We were
I remember when Scola gave me the pipes, I was like, oh, and here's a token of I'm sorry, and Sparks like, well, how the hell am I going to use this? Like, what?
oh, guys, I had fun. This I could have run this combat slightly more deadly, and I didn't. And I definitely learned how plant growth is a double-edged sword. That's definitely what I'm taking away from this adventure.
Well,
hope-
relearned.
What's that?
Relearned, because we found that out in that first the second combat.
True.
it's great if you're retreating and double-edged anywhere else.
Yes. It again, if the thieves had dropped down right on top of you along with the assassin, it would have been a much different combat because they could move as a bonus action, so they could move 15 feet even in the plant growth every round. So they would have been able to maneuver a lot better than you guys would and do 3 or 4 attacks every round. So it would have been a bit different. But anyway, I hope you all had fun. I know I did.
Yay.
My favorite part was having you guys assaulted inside the Citadel and trying to make rational sense in character, like in the game, that these are things that would actually be able to be done, instead of just the puzzle of how do I infiltrate the Citadel actually took me a lot of thought to think of how to do it in a way that didn't just like take away agency and actually utilized mechanics of 5th edition.
Oh yeah.
So, my big thing is hopefully we took down their big assassin this time, so they're not gonna have that much capability with him, at least going forward.
Maybe there may have been a bigger trade-off than they anticipated. We'll have to wait and see. Or you'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, they anticipated to some degree considering the Ring of Loyalty. And it should be interesting to see what information we can glean from the new capture.
Yeah, you'll have to see how that goes.
And we absolutely will be having his feet manacled as well.
Okay, we're going to talk about interrogating him before we interrogate him, and then interrogate him. But we got to really talk about how we're.
Why don't you guys talk about how you're going to interrogate him before we start playing next week? All right.
Okay.
No.
Should I
We
send
need to
you
talk
the-
about that talk before we talk about how
I'm
we
just
want
saying,
to
Just do it
Should I
in the.
send you the nightmare that I'm going to send to? So who did I get the piece from? I wasn't clear on that. Besides the, you said there was one in the courtyard. Besides
was
the
the-
scales in the cell.
There was the dude in the courtyard that Silver attacked. It was one of the thieves. That's
one of the thieves.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one you got the scale from, because that, I believe, was the only one to get into melee combat where I think a piece of him could have gotten cut off in some way,
Gotcha,
shape,
okay.
or form. So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.